closest now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We go to the 180. Watch the run.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Goff now to throw. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Michael, break. Let's go, let's go. Check. Leo. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go out.
Barkley gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Squeeze.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Target. Check 26. Check 26. Switch.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Down. Hey, lock it. 8 read.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 30 on second down, Manning, and that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Sam on. 5.
The toss out to Barkley. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
You draw Porter. Step.
Shotgun now for Manning. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 94 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Check go. 180.
3 butt. Check 99.
Hold on. Check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Goff on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Come on, set.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Go now. 8, lead. Go on. Now.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 4.
There's Goff. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning is Peppers. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Rock it.
Running left, it's Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
No.
Again, it's Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10, Goff again. And he rifles one incomplete.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 10 logo. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now Manning. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's Barkley on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Samson Abuka. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. It's good.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 58 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Manning. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20. Here it comes. 52's the mic. Watch Mark.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
16 yards, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shoot.
A handoff to Barkley. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 26. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning, going for it all. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long. It's gone. Going up top for Cup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16, Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Black 20! Hey!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So again they run with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my